stop crunching and try this simple routine for absolutely ripped abs. Sorry folks, however crunches and sit-ups will never give you shake strong abs all alone. Look Into has found that a considerable lot of these well-known developments that should get you an etched midriff in the blink of an eye don't really deliver any critical outcomes and place a great deal of strain on different parts of the body, for example, the neck, spine and lower back. Rather, you ought to first invest more energy to eat right and diminish your muscle-to-fat ratios by consuming a greater number of calories than you expend. Stomach fat makes a brilliant showing with regards to concealing them, recall? Some prepared weightlifters would even venture to state that abs are made in the kitchen and not in the rec center. Next, you need to participate in a different exercise schedule that objectives each of the upper and lower stomach muscles and works them from each conceivable edge. There is something else entirely to the stomach zone than the six-pack. This muscle aggregate incorporates many interconnected muscles that keep running up the back and extend down to the butt, and every one of them ought to get a share of any profits in the event that you need to get the sort of tore stomach you see on magazine covers. Disregard crunches and attempt this program of 6 activities that viably focus on every single muscular strength and advance more noteworthy fat misfortune and a superior muscle building reaction than any of the conventional abs works out. You can destroy them straight sets, resting 30 seconds between sets, or in a circuit with no rest between activities. Prepared to assemble a washboard midriff? Make your abs shout with the routine beneath. 1. Vacillate kicks. Lie on your back with the head and back unwinding on the ground, arms stretched out by your sides. Fix your abs and hold the legs straight out and lift it around 6 crawls over the ground. Begin the development by lifting the left leg higher than the correct leg, then lower it as you lift the correct leg higher. This ought to be done rapidly, in a scissor-like movement. You can likewise tuck your hands underneath the glutes for a superior control of the development. 1 kick with every leg constitutes 1 rep. Perform 5 sets of 15 reps. Straight leg raises. Lie on your back with the head and back unwinding on the ground and the legs amplified. Keeping the knees straight and near one another, gradually lift your legs straight up towards the roof until they are about opposite to the floor, if conceivable. Hold the position for a couple of minutes, keeping the lower abs contracted. Gradually come back to the beginning position. Side raises. Lie as an afterthought with a straight body and have your body weight conveyed on your lower arm. The feet ought to be on top of each other. Lift your hips up off of the floor, fueling the development with your lower arm, so that your entire body frames a straight line, with the head and neck lined up with whatever is left of the body. Hold the position for a couple of minutes, then gradually let your hips withdraw to the floor. Perform 5 sets of 15 reps. Diagonal crunches. Lie on your correct degree with the legs on top of each other, bowed at the knees. Put the left hand behind your head. Begin by moving your left elbow up and mash as high as possible. Hold the position for a couple of minutes, concentrating on the withdrawal in the obliques. Gradually come back to the beginning position and do a couple of more redundancies on the left side, then switch and rehash on the correct side. Perform 5 sets of 30 reps, 15 reps on each side. Rotating elbow to knee, lie on your back and fold your arms over your trunk so that the correct hand lays on the left shoulder and the left hand lays on the correct shoulder. Mash up and bring the correct elbow towards the left knee, then drop back to the floor. At that point exchange to the opposite side and bring the left elbow towards the correct knee. Perform 5 sets of 30 reps, 15 reps on each side. Turn around hip crunch pushes, lie on your back with your head and neck laying on the floor, twisted knees and level feet. Your arms ought to be by your sides. Keeping a tight center, gradually roll your legs up towards your ears, bringing the hips up towards you. Hold the position for a couple of minutes, then gradually bring down the legs back to the floor. Perform 5 sets of 15 reps. These activities are basic yet effective, and the high number of sets is ensured to get your midriff consuming. So on the off chance that you need to shake some noteworthy abs this late spring, begin sweating at this moment.